Joining us now to discuss, the host of the Watchdog on Wall Street, Chris Markowski. I'm going to say something that's as close as I get to being cool, SMH, okay? Shaking my head because I look at that, and I'm just going to let you address it, though, Chris, because that's why we have you here. What are your thoughts?
Listen, I wasn't surprised by this jobs number at all. I have clients in Florida, New York, all over the country. Some of the anecdotal stuff that I'm hearing from them, it costs them $250 a day to hire a day laborer, which more often than not is an illegal worker, $250 a day for day laborers. Restaurants down in Florida that can open up without masks, but cannot open up because they can't get dishwashers and they can't get servers. This is what's happening throughout the country. And quite frankly, if we're going to continue, and I know we talked about this last year, we're going to continue to pay people not to work, many people are going to choose not to work.
Yeah, and some states are recognizing that now. South Carolina and Montana are both saying, they're going to do away at the beginning of next month, I think it is, or the end of this month, with that $300 additional unemployment that everyone was getting. Yeah, every week. So do you think that that will make a difference in those states, and how quickly?
Well, if you actually look at the ratio for all the people that are actually unemployed and the people that left the workforce and the job openings that we have in this country, it's like 1.1 to 1. So if you want to get a job, you can get a job. You mentioned, I'm not familiar with South Carolina's numbers, but Montana's numbers, basically, if they can get people back to work, they could have their unemployment rate down to basically nil. And it's already under 4% over there. And again, this is, you talk about other topics like minimum wage. This helps deal with minimum wage because you have to compete for jobs and you have to pay for people, obviously more than you would in the past. But again, if we're going to continue to extend all this, and last week as well, this flew underneath the radar, Biden also wants to raise the food stamps allotment another 20%. Now, if you get the greatest allotment, that's close to $820 a month. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, and there's another issue, Chris. I don't know if I'm right about this, but there have to be some employers that aren't sure what is going to pass and what taxes are going to be, so they're put on hold from hiring more people because their costs may go up even higher.
Yeah, this was also happened. One of the reasons why the post-Great Recession recovery was much slower. I like to try to equate life as a business owner. It's like looking out your door every single day, and there's a minefield out there. Now, you want to find out where the mines are because you have to navigate those mines. But if the government's constantly moving them, you wake up in the morning, they're in different places, it slows you down. And it's not conducive to hiring. It's not conducive to going out and taking risks. One of the things that we need to do is we want to empower entrepreneurs at this point in time, and we're just not doing that.
Yeah, we had heard the economy is coming back, and all that the Biden administration needs to do is get out of the way. Don't spend all this money that you're trying to spend or want to spend. Just get out of the way. Clearly, they haven't done that because on top of the, disturbing numbers in terms of unemployment, you have black unemployment, which has increased, 18,000 manufacturing jobs lost, no construction jobs were added, unemployment for those without a college education has increased, and women had a net loss in jobs. So across the board, it's impacting everyone.
Well, it's not just that. All of this spending and all of this money printing, they haven't passed any new taxes yet, but we're being hit by them because inflation is going through the roof. Again, all of the wizards of smart that got this jobs numbers wrong are constantly telling us that there's no inflation out there. And, I look at my credit card bill. I see what I'm paying for groceries. I know what it costs for various different items. The stuff that goes into everything is going up. That's inflation. That's another tax.
Yeah, one thing I'm wondering, Chris, is the last quarter, the GDP grew by 6.5%. Some people say we're at 10% now, supposed to be 8.5% by the end of the year. Really, this does not justify passing another $4 trillion in new plans. It still applies, doesn't it? Get out of the way.
Yeah, I'm always big for the government getting out of the way and allowing small businesses to operate, allowing businesses to have their way. I know that they're trying to get together with the European nations now when it comes to corporate tax to form some sort of tax cartel to eliminate all of the inversions that took place during the Obama administration. All of this stuff that's floating out there, again, it's slowing everything down.
What about inflation? Go back to that. Do you think that that will be short-lived? I know one example would be Whirlpool, I believe, has already announced a 12% increase in price for some of their appliances.
No, I don't think it's short term at all. I think some of it has to do with supply chain issues. I don't argue that. But we have just too much money chasing all these things. I mean, we have a made-up currency called Doggy Coin, Dogecoin, that's worth $70 billion. It was started as a joke. That money is coming from somewhere. Money needs to find a home. And it's going to be, again, it's going to be so much money chasing too few goods. Prices are going to go through the roof.
Yeah, we'll have to have another conversation on the whole cryptocurrency thing. And as you know, it's the head of Bank of America today, their chief investment strategist, said that it was the mother of all bubbles. And so there's a lot to talk about. And maybe another time, Chris. Great to see you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Chris Markowski.